Okay, let's go over vendor history today. So if we go into AP and go down to vendor history, when you get into the vendor history screen, you can select your vendor. And Garcia has 6 checks here ranging from January through June. 5 of those checks were invoice checks, and one of them was a single check. So you can process vendor checks through invoicing, or if you have to write a check real quick, go in and do single checks. At the top of the screen, you have the payments for this year. And then the next box would show you the payments for last year. On the right, you have bills that are current, bills that are 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days, or even bills that are not yet due. Gives you a total of all of them. All of these on the right-hand side are coming from over from the Unpaid Invoices tab, where you see that we only have the one that is 30 days old. You also have the unapplied credit memos, invoices that are entered for this vendor, as well as the credit memos full list. The adjustments tab is used for taxes. So let's say that you pay a vendor out of QuickBooks and you don't want to do two 1099s at the end of the year. So then you go into adjust vendor totals, and you can put in the amount that you paid from another program and only do a 1099 for that year. Over on the right hand side, you have the filter button. If you X the filter box, then your filter will be active. And you can search for whatever it is that you're looking to find. Say that you're looking for a bill that you paid, which was $75 or $25. You can put it in there. If you want to see if something got voided, you can actually X the box for show if voided. If you paid multiple invoices with one check, you can actually go in and put in an invoice number and say contains, does not contain, starts with, several different options. Once you've selected that, then you can just click on save. And this will bring up whatever it is that you're looking for. On your checks, which is the first tab on the screen, which is the payments that you've actually paid, be in the invoice or the single checks. If you want to see what this invoice check actually paid off, you can highlight it and then click on edit. When you click on the edit screen, it brings up exactly what's on the check. On this one, you see that this $189.37 paid 3 different invoices: furnace, plumbing, and cleaning. If one of those invoices was put in incorrectly, then you can change it by clicking on the bill, which is the cleaning, coming over here to the right-hand side and clicking on change billing info. In your billing info, you can change the bill code or the unit you billed it to if you accidentally billed it to the wrong unit. If you change the bill code, then you can come up here and say, well, this actually was for glass and screens. So you change it to glass and screens. This will make the change not only in the vendor profile, but also over in the general ledger history. If by chance you billed it to the wrong unit, either from the same building or a different building, you can change it to the correct unit. And this will not only change it on the invoice, but it's also going to take it off of the general ledger history for the owner you accidentally built it to and put it on the general ledger history of the owner that should have been billed. Once you do that, you can also put in a memo and then just post. From this screen, you can actually get into all tasks over here. You can go into other features like the reports button. In the reports button, you can look at vendor reports and print out any vendor reports that you want. This concludes this video. If you have any questions, feel free to give support a call at 1-800-397-1499. Thank you and have a great day.